Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 10th episode of Markets Parlay, which, as it's common to happen every 2 or 3 episodes, I mess up something technically and I have to restart the episode. You guys don't really notice if you're watching this on YouTube, because, I mean, we don't really have anybody for the lives so far. So, in the recordings, you don't notice, but this happens way too often. So this time the issue was in audio. It was the screen. So I didn't have the screen sharing on. So it wasn't too major, but it also didn't say many things. So I was like, okay, let's restart the episode. So what you're looking at is what I was just about to show, but now I get to here. To summarize what we've done, and it's not much. So I've been using Claude heavily, and they released these features now that is like, apart from the Claude desktop and stuff, that is like agentic for working with your files and working with I don't know, like making it do tasks. One of the things is like Claude in Excel, as you can see here, it's in beta and stuff, but it works pretty well, right? So right now we're making it build, which is what we're gonna focus on this episode, because Evan is not able to join us. Is we're gonna look at small names. We're gonna look at the Russell 2000 as I guess a good index to start with, and right, so we're gonna look at them, see what we can find, because there is where we can have more of an advantage as a retail investor, because less people are looking at them. Plus the fact that if we find a good name and then the market eventually finds out, the flow of capital is gonna affect the price much more. So we play with that. Also, the risk is higher because names that will not, like, less people are paying attention to, if even less people start paying attention to it, it's like more people give up on them, then the price drop is going to be more significant. So we got to be very careful with these names because they're not safer in that respect, but it's more fun too. We're also going to find businesses that are not as flashy or as in in people's eyes and stuff in the news. So it's like it's going to be boring business in many cases, but I think that's exciting investment, because it's business that just continue to perform. They're not going to do like 50, 30, or whatever, or 100% growth or something like Nvidia, right? But but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a mispriced asset, something that is not how it should. So this is something that I actually built trying out Claude before, which is for the stocks that we've selected, the 106 I think it is, and it keeps growing. So this is kind of a comprehensive kind of dashboard. Again, nothing special. We could have gathered this in some type of online service and stuff, but the fact that we can do it like locally here, and that we can continue to update the document however we want, I think is valuable. And it's just like a bunch of prompts away, so I don't think I think it's great. I think it's great that we build this, even though at the moment it doesn't really give us much that is relevant, but it will become more relevant with time. It does give us here a bit of an information. Some things are not updated, so that's the thing too. It's not as dynamic as I would like it to be. And then I did build for some of our stocks, some models. For example, PayPal, which we did like and we continue to like, but has gotten absolutely murdered this past earnings call, because they decided to have the genius idea. And I mean, and I guess, when are you gonna announce it anyway? But they announced that they're gonna kind of well, fire is kind of a strong word, but they're gonna change their CEO from the guy that they just put there less than 2 years ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, because the growth is not uh, quick enough or whatever. I mean, I was liking the CEO. I guess it's because they want something. I guess because they just want a bigger reaction from the market and stuff. They just wanted more growth from the company. They're worried, I suppose, also of losing competitive advantage because there's more and more competitors in the space. So they just thought that the approach that we discussed I think it was in the previous episode, or the one before, of the CEO that wanted to just grow, profitable growth, right? And a lot of share buybacks, and like really thinking about how to invest the capital of the company. They're like, no, we want something risky. We want to really take the market. So they're putting as the CEO, the guy that used to be at HP. I think he was already at the board of directors of PayPal, but had like kind of revitalized and evolved the HP, right? Hewlett Packard. So I guess they're hoping for something like that here with PayPal, in which he kind of revitalizes. It is true, and I do like that about the new CEO, that he is more experienced compared to the other one. The other one was younger and hadn't led a corporation of this size, or even larger like HP. But this guy has, so I like that about him. But again, I did like the approach of the other guy, because it allowed us not only to continue to buy into the stock that will eventually grow, but but he wasn't taking unnecessary risks. That's what we liked about the stock, like not trying to be aggressive in the market, but just being solid. But again, it is the risk of that is losing competitive mode or competitive leadership. So, it's understandable. But anyway, stock got clapped like 20 or something percent, like 20, 25%. So, and I had just bought again, because I like to do that stuff. I suppose I didn't have to, but I sold puts, which is basically I sold a contract for somebody to have the right to sell me stock at a certain price right before earnings, with the hope of like, okay, I was like, I didn't even expect the stock to just go up. Like I was like, okay, it'll go down maybe because they don't report crazy earnings. Or even if they do report good earnings, like the stock will still go down a bit, but I'm making money from selling the contract, and then I'll buy the stock. I'm willing to pay the price that I said, and it's fine. And if it goes up, I made the premium from selling the contract, and then I buy it at a little bit higher price. So it's kind of like I'm building this band around the price that I want to buy it at, and I'm fine with that. Now, I didn't expect for them to announce that they're firing the CEO at the same time as they're not reporting good earnings, and for the market to, on top of that, react that aggressively about it, taking the stock down to like 7, 8 PE, which is ridiculous. So I was like, okay, fuck it. Fuck it. I just took the loss in the sense like, I didn't take the loss. I'm still holding to it. I was forced to buy the stock at 53 when it's now at like 40, right? So I'm holding out like a deep loss there, unrealized loss. But then I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous mispricing at this point. So I bought a call for like a long leap, right? That is like a strike price of 80, like double the price right now, expiring in January 2028. So a little bit of trading bullshit, really, to be honest. I should have just been more patient or just bought for the stock and just been okay with it, not getting to the other stuff. But again, I don't even know if that's a real should or shouldn't, because I do like doing that as a bit of a play way to get into stocks. As long as I remain with the company, and we did do enough research, I think, to think that this company was worth even the 53 price tag. It's just unfortunate, I guess, when you see it in the market take place that you're like, oh wow, I could have just waited one day and bought it like 25% cheaper. But it's kind of like missing on a sale, for some clothes that you wanted. Like, oh wait, I needed a coat. If I would have waited a week for sale, I could have gotten it for cheaper, but it's fine. The company's still solid. And now the new CEO, I think it might still be good. It's just the way they did it really they really shook us a bit. Anyway, so I built a model for that too with the Claude stuff. Well, let's look this up, I guess. But we're not gonna look into that right now. We are doing the building of this, right? Which is a screener of the Russell 2000. Wait, oh, I figured this would happen. This happens sometimes, I guess, because it's beta, but it just freezes from time to time. How's it going? I gotta ask him from time to time. Because it just something fails and then it just stops. Good progress. The screen dashboard and watch this. Yeah, so now review and check it out. And now, so while this is doing that, building this little dashboard, we'll have to check on him from time to time. We're also gonna see here our stocks, which again, I think there are some that I guess we could add now that we've been adding to. I think Energy added Chevron, and now Evan told me about another one, healthcare name MOH, which I don't know, let me see. So we'll add them here to it's like kind of a paper portfolio, and we put them on equal weight around like it's like 1082 or something like that. I think it was 1082. I can't believe I can't remember that. But just to see how they move from the moment that we started showing interest in them. So here you can see, for example, ACMR, a beloved stock from Evan, that is basically carrying the performance, basically. If we don't take into account this thing, like the counterbalance of the losses, is half of the wins, right? This is from ACMR, which has been up 57% from the moment that we put interest in this episode. Evan has been looking into the company for a longer while, so he's been benefiting from that. The Micron, Next, it's basically the same names that we saw in previous weeks doing well. The what is this? Was a bank of what? Broadway Financial Corp, which I think is a bank, but we haven't looked into it in detail yet. But then big losers, PayPal, as I said, down 32% from the moment we first showed interest 25 or whatever from the one I bought, which is insane for a company like this. It's like, look at this. 7 PE, 7.5 PE. They did report like normal earnings. Like they didn't fuck it up or anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just low. And they actually raised the guidance of 2026 exceeded expectations for earnings, not for revenue, but it's just it just blows my mind how the market just. I mean, I guess because I don't know exactly like why people reacted so badly at the change of CEO. Like 7 PE is insane for a company like this. That's why I did buy the calls. But anyway, then we have HIMS, which has been getting clapped left and right for a while now. It's down another 43%. Since we shown into sun, it was already pretty down, huh? Damn, what is going on? Weight loss pill after the legal threats. Oh, I see. Is that it? Wait, withdraws? Pulls weight loss pill. Oh, okay. Drug pullback. Right. I mean, that whole weight losing drug thing, it just smells fishy to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just against progress. Look at this thing, man. Retarded. I mean, they have like crazy growth. Was that the thing? But now, I guess you did beat on revenue though. Like, what's going on here? Let me see. Let's check it out for a second. No, not the command prompt right now, bro. Hymns. Although we don't, for some reason, I suppose because they don't want to spend the AI on it, but they don't give us this summaries that they used to of how the price has changed. Again, this is balance sheet now? Like revenue growth, right? 481. I guess what is a better way to look at this? Let's just see here. I just want to see if they're still growing. Like I don't know. I mean, let's just see the summary thing that they do here. At 40p, I'm not interested in buying it. I mean, I guess we have them on the watch list, watch list or whatever to check out. But it's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, a great growth. I don't think so, though. I feel like at a PE like this, I could buy Nvidia and it has crazier growth. Different sector, I suppose. But weight loss segment is a powerful growth engine with revenue expected to reach 725 million. Company's verticalization of sterile compounding facilities. New quality standard. The FDA threatened to restrict ingredients used in compound alternatives to approved drugs, and HHS referred to the company to the DOJ for potential drug safety law violations. Well, yeah, but let me see. Wait, what is this? Marketing expenses. Oh yeah, like they're improving margins, but yeah, it's like still. Wait, oh, it's always gone that way. I always forget. Still remarkable growth, man. Like I don't feel like they're tripping. When is the next earnings? Didn't they just report? On a 15 days. Hmm. Ah, there you go. The temptation to get into this thing. So yeah, Q3. Why does it say 2020? Anyway. So it's revenue growing 49% year over year. I mean, it's lower growth, I guess, but it's still crazy growth. Hmm. Partnership with Novo Nordisk. Right, but this is the thing that they're pulling away from, I think, right? The Wegovy. Staking Grail, multi-cancer early detection. I mean, I think it's still a good company in that respect. The fact that they're kind of making healthcare easier, more personalized, and like more like software, like less friction and all that. Again, we will have to look at it a little bit deeper, but again, look at this thing, man. These are good. These are good metrics. Right, right. This is, I guess, what people are a bit more worried about. Okay. Fezes. Net margin. Yeah, I mean, it is a thin net margin. Right, because they spend a lot on marketing, huh? Again, growing, but yeah. No, it's like, it's the worry is like, this is not the growth we were looking for. Annual still, right, so I guess now we will see the report for the year. But if we check a quarter, right, this is what Evan does a lot, right? It's like, if we grab this three, yeah, what is that? 600, 1145, and then what would be 11, 1604, 1720, right? 1720. But let's say 500. 1720 is 22. 2220. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I mean, it goes what, like 2200? Where's the? I don't know what I'm doing on my phone, but anyway, I always have this little. I don't know. Yeah, so it's like 50% growth from 769. So they're like, okay, it's slowing down growth. It's 50% growth. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. And again, I don't like paying for high, like, like 40 times earnings and things like that. So I'm probably not gonna be interested in buying it. But I am interested in the company. And again, the market is being very ruthless. I don't know if it was Buffett or somebody else talking about that. Of like, yeah, the market, it's like kind of in this frenzy of like, yeah, it's not like, it's not a bear market. So you're not gonna find plenty of value opportunities. But because there's like this kind of, well, there's high volatility, there's a lot of mispricing on the upside and on the downside. So there's companies that are like crazy overvalued, and companies that are like crazy undervalued with no apparent reason other than they fell out of grace, right? Like the thing that just happened with PayPal. It's ridiculous to think that a company like that, it's not like it's not, yeah, it's not like I don't understand like how you can have a company like that 7p. Because it's not like I don't know, cement company or something that you wouldn't think about. It's kind of it's a financial corporation, like logistics corporation. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but this seems odd to me. Okay, so how are we doing with this? Any issues? Probably, right? Yeah. So he thinks he's done, but it's not, right? What is it? What is this? Oh, like. Wait. Are you sure the document is ready though? Can you review the sheets to make sure while I go gather the data? Come on, honey. Okay, so let's give this. Mother. Hey. I hate when this. This is my PC. It's just I don't know. I don't know why it does this, to be honest. I gotta then use like. I'm gonna. Hey. Things like this, Like I can be a pretty chill guy, but when things like this happen, I really don't know. It just makes me like boil. It really like shakes me. You see, like I can't, man. Brother, I'm gonna have to ask him to. Fucking bitch. let's see. Maybe now that I stop typing, I'm now gonna have to ask him to give me this thing in a text. Oh, it was that. Okay. I really do have to learn to calm down about those things, man. It really is not that big a deal. Alright, let's get this guy here. Brother, if you're gonna open the last window, then why open this one? Alright. Fucking. Yeah, can we. Yes. Thank you. No, there we go. I mean, I've already added like MCP servers and connectors so that this tool should be able to access the browser and do the searches and create files. So let's see if that works. It's the first time I'm using it for something like this. It should be able to, because with the issue that like the Claude from the Excel was like, oh, I can't go to the website and do it myself. This guy now should be able to do that. All right, there you go. Isn't this awesome? I think it is awesome that I can just like more and more. I mean, I already like I remember when the first time, like, because I was still working at the bank when this came out, like ChatGPT, right? At first, I was like, "This is overblown." For a while, I was actually kind of like, "This is overblown." Now I'm like on the other side of it. I mean, I still think obviously I wouldn't invest in these companies because they're crazily overpriced, and I think there will be a shakeup and a shakedown or whatever. And a bunch of companies will, a ton of companies will go bankrupt, and there's a lot of money that is being overspent and stuff and such. But the tool itself, man, the tech itself is crazy. And agentic AI was already a big talk among investors and stuff as like the real next step. It's when AI can do things for you, right? And we're getting there, you know? We're getting there. And it's really awesome. Like, I was checking there's a thing here, MCP servers. And yeah, here extensions. And you can add things so that Claude can do things, right? Like it works with context, and then this is like desktop command is to do everything in their computer. Then there was another one that I thought I added, but I guess I didn't, to be able to browse. Oh, it already is included for Chrome, right? So you can browse on Chrome and click on websites and do all that. And then I connected it to all my other accounts and stuff, like Google Calendar and things like that. I haven't used it for that because in general I just don't really keep a calendar. Like I'm not one of those productive hacks or anything like that. But it should work pretty well. Right. Where are we with this? Wait, why did we lose the conversation? Oh, here it is. Why not? What's wrong? Do you need me to add more MCP extensions or something? Damn, things just tripping. There's no browser available, right? We should have it. Okay. Okay, then why are you telling me this? Wait, no. Wait, what the hell? We're gonna have a bunch of issues here. Oh, there we go. Yo, alright, real tweaking. What's going on? Should I restart this whole process? Navigator, no restriction. Bro, what? I don't know what I'm doing or if I'm doing it. Sorry, I had to turn off the heater. Yeah, I don't even know. What? Make sure the okay. It's installed, but it's not actually linked to your browser right now. That's why I was hitting a wall. Okay. Claude in Chrome extension is installed. Enable in your Chrome browser. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, I don't know why I put that away. Claude in Chrome extension. Is this it? Yeah, right. All right. Okay. So let me start from the beginning because this thing is tweaking to the point that it bothers me. All right. So let me grab that prompt again from the boy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Although again, I don't know if it's gonna work because of the website. But again, I mean, I guess I could go myself. Pinvis filter by index transfer 2000. Wait, what time is it? Oh, okay. I gotta feed the dog in an hour. Also order my own food. I just want to see. I'm not gonna obviously just be staring at this the whole time, but I just want to see what's going on here. See if I have to change my approach. How long is he gonna be strategizing? I mean, I think it's a good sign because it seems like now it's able to do its thing and browse. All right, well, let's see. Now it's going with the Python. All right, well, this is better. Man, what's this, bro? This thing keeps giving me that issue, the MCP from Windows. Why? 1 second, let me put this up screen in case. I don't even know. Why are you giving me issues, man? Alright, so. Did it work? And then I just lose whatever we were talking about before. This is a different combo, bro. I'm starting to hate this shit. Let's try it again. Alright. I mean, we could try with the browser, maybe? Like the browser version of Claude? Let's give this another go, but Yeah, also, isn't there, because I thought I had like something like Puppeteer or something like that. Let me see. I don't think it's available because of the thing. Yeah, no, yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, did I? Oh my goodness. Hmm. This show is becoming more about using AI than finance today. But if we can figure this out, it will really help a lot. So I mean, the issue might be again with how this works with the bash. And I could just go to Claude code as well from the terminal directly if I continue to run into these issues. But I don't know. It's always when I try to make it easier for myself, like when I decide, okay, I'm not gonna use Claude code and like configure the MCP server directly with a JSON file. I'm just gonna do it to the desktop app that like, you know, that's when we run into issues. Okay, let me start. Let's see. Come on, just do something. Huh. I mean, if I then have to look at this video to cut all this, I guess the good thing is, no, I'm not yapping. I know to cut it. I mean, like, that's the usual go, right? Okay. Why? Why can't you just call shell? Like, why can't you call shell? Is it because I deleted the configuration file? Is that it? But I didn't because I set this up to be. Didn't I set it up to? Oh, I don't get it. What do you mean? I thought this for developer. Right, so we have those. So then, okay, let's see. And that's just bugging. Okay, okay. Let's see again. Oh, wait. This is kind of working now. Is it? Are you doing the thing? Right, but shell was not working before. Is it gonna work now? Alright, while that's doing that, let me see. I'm gonna ask Claude here. Why? Hey, so. Hmm. Regression CPU tools including the file system shell extension break after update. Huh. Would that even work the way that I feel like? I feel like I'm just gonna go with the Claude Code terminal. Yeah, let's run it that way. Let's see. Ah, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can run it that way. Wait, let's see from the browser. Let's try that way. Yeah, so it's already running into some issues. It's saying alternative data sources. It's bigger for you guys. Trying to think. It should work, yeah, unless I broke something with the MCP. I guess I'm gonna check that in the meantime. But because I did delete a folder. This out of here. Well, now I don't know which one this is. I don't even know. Right, which one are you working on now? Just tripping hard. It always is on the live that these things happen. Ooh. Yeah, this is the one. Fail. Why? These are the logs. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we saw that. Okay. Oh, yeah, but this is creating like a virtual machine. That's why I feel like maybe Cloud Code is better. Okay, let's see. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. Not right now, man. Nice. So I gotta go. Let's delete this. Where is it open, man? Should Oh, I see. Yeah, I forgot. I gotta fully close. Look at this guy taking my memory. Ah, this now we'll keep that one. Right. Right. Let's see now. There we go. What else did you say to do? Alright. Now, let's give it another go. Okay. Now, before we go delete and check, because I think that's this conversation. Oh, it actually worked. Maybe. GitHub, huh? Okay, let's see if this works. In the meantime, though, you know what we can do here? Yeah, check this thing. I don't know, what's it here? Running, okay, so we are running. Alright. So I don't know what the error was there. We'll have to, well, I have to work on that eventually, but this thing seems to be working now. Multiple data sources can say and pivoted strategies repeatedly. It's not allowed. Only GitHub is not. Okay. But what do you mean allowed domain? Rich entirely. I think no inspector was on the sponges. Okay. I share CSV download link. I mean, at least it's able to do this. Which I thought it was able to. I don't know. Oh. In the constraints and then with realistic approaches, use the Finvis screen, and that's what you try. Right. This has a very limited domains. Can I ask URLs from search results? I need 2,000 star worth of data. Why sheets approach or script from available APIs? Right. So use web fetch to scrape Finvis batches, but I need the filter URL. Use an alternative data source accessible via bash. It's a public API good access. I'm trying to think what I can do from my end. Because what I thought was best was because I was allowing it to do the browsing. Oh, now we're dealing with this stuff. Oh, alright. I guess I could try in the meantime to do it myself. Let's see. Let's see. Finvis Finance. Stock screen. Okay, and now here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, this is also, I feel like, what they use at the what's it called? Yeah, this guy's here, Perplexity. If I go to finance here, yeah, you see. I don't know, but I mean, I guess that's could be any. So what did you say, for example, here? I mean, I could just follow the prompt myself, right? Let's see. Use Finvis, filter by index, rest of 2000. Okay, are these all of them? Yeah, seems like. Okay, no. If I click export, I see. Right. Oh yeah, I could do the trial. Oh, alright. Let's see here. Maybe I do the trial, right? Do we have everything we need? Let's see how this is doing in the meantime. Yeah, no, it's just... Oh wait, now it's doing the Python thing. I mean, it really is trying. It's already doing it again. The whole GitHub thing. Being blocked by who? Interesting. Okay. So we need you to do this. Okay, so ticker. How can I onto this? Save for create alert. Yeah, first of all, let's do that. Let me do the trial real quick. Trial if it's, oh, I don't even, they don't even need my credit card. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, go ahead. No, I don't. I don't want to subscribe. I want. You've unlocked. Your trial will end. Okay. Hi. Why did I close it? Alright, so now I'm supposed to log in, right? Okay. Screener. Russell. Explorer. Shit. Did it? Sure. Right, but alright, look at that. Okay. So that worked much easier than all this stuff. Damn, this guy's still going, man. Alright, you do your thing. But I need to change the columns. It's pretty cool though. Edit. My preset save screen. I don't fucking know, Russell. Okay, so now Russell, edit screens. Yeah, I wanna. Okay, that's not what I want, man. Because there's gotta be a way. Um. Okay, let me ask. Yeah, this guy's just tripping. All right. What is this called? Finvis. In no Finvis screener. How can I modify the columns it shows? I didn't need extended for that. Ah, customs. Wait. Custom. All right. Okay, we're getting there. So we need ticker, number, no. I mean, sure. Ticker, company name, GICS sector, I guess is that. Industry, country, we don't need country. We'll go again, sure. Market cap, sure. P, yes. Now, 4P. Price to book, price to sale, EV to EBITDA. EV to EBITDA. Dividend yield. I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna get all the ones that I want. cash per share. Well, I don't need the book value. I mean, sure. Book value per share. Price to cash. Free cash flow. Dividend yield. Okay. Okay. EBITDA. ROE. Where are you here with ROE? Total debt to equity. Yeah, we'll add that too. Return on assets. Why don't they put this in like alphabetical order or something? Return on equity is what I need. Don't invest. Ah, there it is. Y dale con hacer esto, hermano. Return on equity. Don't invested capital, gross margin, operating margin, net profit margin. Free cash flow yield. Where are you? Free cash flow yield. My guy. I'm thirsty. Why can't I see free cash flow? Is that free cash flow yield? Isn't that price to free cash flow inversed? Okay, let's see. I don't need this. Or that. Income. No, they don't want that. I guess not. I don't see free cash flow yield, but I think price to free cash flow should be fine if I'm thinking of it the same way. So I don't know if free cash flow yield will be based on revenue, like the free cash flow that is coming out of that. Is that what they mean, or free cash flow yield? That's just the yield from the price. Is it like how dividend yield would work like that? Yeah, I don't see it. Payout ratio. Yeah, right. So debt to equity. Oh, we already added that, right? Yep. Current ratio. You want that? Okay, we'll give you the current ratio. Is that like here? Okay, so I see the order that this is following. Interest coverage. Interest coverage. What would that be? Well, close to debt to equity, but it's not. In short interest, no, that's not it. Although, nah, I wouldn't care about that. Interest coverage. Right, so I guess something like this is why it's like, what's the point of the Excel? You can just have it here. Fair enough, to be honest. I don't even know why I'm exporting and stuff. But, well, I guess in case I don't have this data available later. I don't know. Now I'm gonna just finish this task, but I see how it just makes more sense to look at this thing here. Where are we at? Interest coverage. Don't really see that. Okay, what's the other things? Altman Z-score. We don't got that. Revenue growth year over year. Sure, definitely can look into that. Dividend growth. Payout ratio. We have EPS growth and dividend growth, but no. Oh, sales growth. Where is it? Dividend growth year over year. So sales growth. Let's put this here too, to be honest. Past 5. Past 3. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing. Why are you giving me the quarter over quarter? But not the... What the fuck? Quarter over quarter? Why not year over year? Oh, here it is. I guess sales too, right? Well, again, if we're not getting income, what the point is. EPS growth, right? It's the same thing. EPS growth this year. Ugh, I hate this thing, man. EPS. Wait. Sure. Past 3 years too. PG ratio, sure. Market cap, we got it. EV. We have EV to EBITDA, so yeah, might as well get EV. Sure, get this one too, but EV enterprise value, where are you? Dun, 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 dun. Though again, I don't know why it's asking me to do that. If we could calculate enterprise value, but yeah. It's because I would assume it's sales, income, EPS, revenue. No, that's just enterprise value. Here it is. 52-week high and 52-week low. 50-day high, 50-day low. Day? No, right. We want the weeks. Okay. Are we good? It says these exact headers. I'm gonna do whatever I want. So here we have it with a ton of columns. Okay, let me delete the other export. And this is a pretty simple task. That I really complicate trying to get the agent to do it, but it's one of those things that it's like once you do figure it out, it's great. Is this guy still going? Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I gotcha. Fair enough. They kind of do it. I mean, I had to get the trial. If not, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got that data. That's great also that we got it right away. I mean, it's gonna be outdated, but it's not gonna be super outdated. I mean, maybe I should then just get more stuff, right? Dividend, right? Like the raw data. Fair enough. Let's see if we zoom out so that I can click on it all. Yeah, let's see. Let's just get everything, not the dates. Yeah, we're just gonna we're gonna get the comprehensive one. Well, this, no, I don't care. I mean, let's just not be crazy. Let's have some thought at least. Is this gonna keep happening, which I have to keep zooming out? This is just ridiculous. Crazy, stupid AI, UI. Okay, 50 day simple moving average, no. Earnings day, no. Volume, no. After, no. No. Okay. We don't need everything. No, we don't need 10-minute performance. Come on, bro. Be a little bit critical here. This or no? No. Optionable. No standard holdings, net flows. Sure, please. That's a value, sure. It's gonna keep sending me to the left. That's what I hate, but come on. Then I gotta deal with Windows too. I don't know why I have the high bar thing. I shouldn't have it anymore. It doesn't really work how I want it. Where are we here? EPS growth, no. Performance, gap, low. Asset type, ETF type. Perform volatility. EPS estimate next quarter, nah. Sector theme, sure. Well, I feel like that's gonna be confusing. Never mind. All right, ready. Let's do this second export. All right, so now let's feed the guy this thing. Or how about because this has it all, right? Wait a second, let me open this with Excel if it works. Yeah, okay, so suppose that's, oh, I guess that's about it. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let me get that out of there then. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think that's for real estate, right? Okay. Okay, but this is working. All right. Here's the data. I've actually exported more data than you asked for. Do include the extra data, but put it in the sheet for a more view if I want. All right. After many hurdles, which wasn't really, I mean, it's just me trying to get the AI to do it when I could have just searched it myself. But okay, it's not a terrible workflow. The problem again is gonna be the paywalls. by many of these data providers. Data is, what is it that they say in software? Data is the new gold. Data is the new oil. It really is in some terms, you know, because I can have all these AIs and whatever, but I want to have to pay for the data if I want it. Although I wonder, like, yeah, it's just you don't want to do the work, right? But it's like these providers of data, how did they get it if not scraping it from somewhere? So it's like, why can't I get this bot to do the same? I guess because what he said is like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, it's gonna take too long or something. Yeah, let's see how what it turns out of this. Okay, 1,936 stocks processed. Now let me write the screen with data and build a detail sheet. I'll write the chunks for 500 rows. 500 rows. Okay, do it in whatever chunks you want, brother. But I'm glad we figured that out. And again, look, we'll lose. Oh, look at that. We'll lose the data access, but as long as we've had this export, right? We can always do another trial some other way with another like email or something. In like whenever we need the data again, we just not do it regularly. Because this is just to kind of gather some info, and then we can always just go one by one. So it's not a bad move that we did this. Because now we have all the data here in Excel, which is one of the advantages of like, because I was saying, oh, why don't we could just do it in the platform, right? But then it's like, we won't be able to access this again. Look at that. It's nice to see that thing just go up. I feel like I'm one of those like text-based games or something. There was one I remember for, I think it was Bracky's Game Jam. And it was really cool. Because I think, yeah, the theme for this past Game Jam for him was it Bracky's? No, it was the Game Maker's Toolkits Game Jam. And the theme was loop. And there was this guy who made like a text base or ACML or whatever, ASML, yeah. Game in which was like you had a railroad, right? So it was like an idle game. You just continued to go up the numbers. And all you were doing was like upgrading the train or buying another train or upgrading the train tracks. But it was all like text based and it was really cool to see. It was just like so simple. And it was just like idle gameplay, but very satisfying. So that's how that felt for a second. Okay. Oh, so now it's creating the new sheet with detail, right? Okay. Well, let's check out what we got so far. Oh, I mean, let's put this aside. Average revenue growth, consumer discretionary, huh? Energy, look at that. Look at energy. Look at healthcare. Evan's favorite sectors. No shit, makes sense. Average return on equity, not so good. The energy is doing better. Where's tech at all this? But I guess exactly, tech is not gonna be small cap. But still, 30%. Average PE. Who's the lowest? 21 financials. But yeah, fair enough. Energy though, healthcare is crazy. Wow. Yeah, I was expecting to see lower PEs in general, to be honest. With the averages, you know how they are. But yeah. Look at this price to book here. What is this? Dividend over earnings? What would that be? Payout ratio? Yeah, right? Why would that be a relevant metric? I don't get it. All right, let's see. Oh, you still building it? Wait. Okay, do your thing. But oh, it's here. Okay, so what is watch list? Like the stocks I wanna have? Is that it? I suppose. I hate when I don't know why if it's just me, but I don't like when the sheets just start right at the corner. Anyway. Okay, now oh it already did. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, actually that's fine. the name there. Okay. Growth market data. Look at this shit, brother. I think I went. This is insane, bro. I mean, it is 2,000 stocks. Golly, I don't want. I don't want to break it. Payload was too large. Oh yeah. Poor thing. Look, even this is not even. I mean, I don't know if it's because this is working at the same time, but Excel itself cannot scroll. I stop. Right, it makes sense because I have so many on screen that every time it scrolls up or down, it has to update all those pixels. Oh, thank God I have a good PC. Okay, can we? I don't want to scroll anymore. I guess I gotta wait until it's done. Oh boy, are we done? I don't. Okay, I'm pressing the control, bro. It's. Jeez. Come on, bro. Yeah, well, I'm gonna just make it so at the end you zoom in. I hope. I mean, AI seems to still do its thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Chill. Yeah. Well, once we have the data, we can tell AI to do its thing. So now we can do something like, yeah, give me the. Yeah, this is kind of cool because now that we have Claude here, which is living with our data, we can tell it to, go for whatever we want it to go. Why is it that some of them don't have? Is that how it is here too? Oh yeah, it is. Huh. All of them have market cap, right? Yeah, but what is the price? Did I not give it a price column? That would be annoying. Oh, a bit. Okay. So then, okay. I don't know. It's going crazy. Ah. Yeah, because I'm trying to think now how I'm gonna search through this. Like, can I do like something like? Can I do? Or is it control? Yeah, I can't just go to the end. Yeah, well, that's fast enough, I suppose. Do I even need to be highlighted like this? I can't just make it into a table. Yeah, can I just make it into a table? I just realized. Like, let me see. How did I do this? Again, different question. How do I make a series cells into a table in Excel? Make them better. There. That with it. First row. So I need the first row. Okay, then probably would take it. Then we should probably bring it from here. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so what if I have the two first rows as headers? Like the first row is the groups of headers in the second row. Like a tree, basically. Yeah, single header row, I got you. I figured as much, no worries. Okay. Insert table. My table has headers. Okay. Oh shit! Fucked up the condition for. Oh, it didn't actually. It didn't. Awesome. Yeah. Couldn't find the interest coverage or these metrics. And when you say you converted the 52-week high-low data to dollar prices, how did you go about this? Look at that. Now that's what we wanted. That's right. Whoa, 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 whoa. So can I do two? Yeah, look at that. So I can do greater than or less. Let's do greater or let's do greater than 10 and less than 15. And it works. Ah, you know, when Excel is well fed, it's beautiful. Okay, how do I get it out? You know, reset the filter. How do ah, there you go. Beautiful. Okay. Well, these things. Oh, I put them in white. better. Nice, nice, nice. All right, I'm very happy with how this turned out. All right, we don't have these columns. That's why we have them here. All right, so. Okay, so can you substitute that? Oh, wait, yeah, it's explained to me what it did. Price right there, okay. 2-week high. Right. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, great. Now, can you substitute and then these are columns? Wait, let me check again if I'm not missing something here, and that's why. There's no more, right? There's no more columns. And there's no interest coverage, huh? Okay. No Z-score or nothing. All right. So. This greener with some other metrics from the detail. CSV. Quick ratio profit margin. I mean, do we have profit margin here? Gross margin, operating margin, free cash flow yield. Yeah, let's put profit margin. Insider ownership. EPS growth next year. Well, we have, well, now we have, right, let's see, growth year over year. Let's do insider ownership. Although that changes much more quickly, but. Oof. Ah, my chest is itching. I've never seen coverage. What do you mean? Like we have data for all of them? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now again, the problem is like you kind of. I mean, but how am I gonna get a snapshot really? Oh. All right, golly. All right, what is this methodology thing? Oh, like how they come about this? Okay. This would have been good to have, to be honest. I forget how this is calculated. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have those. Okay. Oh, was this update from it? Sure. Sure. Well, again, I mean, anything that it breaks, we can fix it after. But yeah, I think it's just for this, right? Damn, Abhinav. How is that even possible? How do you have a profit margin? How do you have income? Well, I guess some accounting thing. They have income that much higher above revenue. Yeah. What are the most profitable? Well, those two. Right, but these are like outliers. Okay. Can you review the conditional formatting in the screener sheet to account for outliers that skew the color coding? I don't know if you can do that, to be honest. Every time you just to go through 2,000 names. This is, I think, just for profit, no? Or is it doing all? Come 19. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, R, S? Yeah, 16. So it's looking just like how. Yeah, do you think? Okay, so yeah. Okay. Can you do the same? All other columns have conditional writing. Wait, but now they're all green. Wait, but now all rows in profit margin column are green. All cells. Also, why don't we have profit margin for those? Didn't give up? Where's profit margin here? Let's wait. Oh, here we go with hiding. Yeah, but what do you mean? What is the stock? Oh, here it is. Wait. Yo. Is this how this worked? I don't remember. Or we can just do the table thing again too. How do you even? Why is this even so big? I don't understand. What? Oh, it's because I'm pressing one. Like, okay, weird. Okay. Yeah. Oh, like it didn't include the matrix twice. Okay. Yeah. But then now I gotta go check, I guess. The CSV. Wait, open on Excel. Okay, and now here I gotta see the profit. Um, I mean, I can just, yeah, one second. If I go here, Dakota Gold Corp. Fuck, what was the ticker? DC. Yeah, maybe we don't have data for some of them. Profit margin, yeah, we don't. Okay, okay. So it's not the AI's fault. Is it working now? Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is what we want. Okay. Yeah, that's much more like it. And then here. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Can you do the same for all other columns? Conditional formatting. Oh, all 19 columns, huh? Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, got it. Now, nice. Uh, okay. One thing is that in the detail view, I want to see all available data, not just the columns not included in screener. Can you fix that? And also add conditional formatting of the kind we just devised for all columns where it makes sense. Okay, I don't know exactly. It's here, right? Well, we would need. Oh, it's already there. Wait, so if I now... Huh. If I now grab this guy's... Ah, I only want the values though. Which values one is this? Okay, analyze. Look at that. Huh. Yo. Whoa. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Also, I think I gotta feed the dog, right? Yeah. Yep. Oh, the food. And I gotta order my own dinner. No, order my dinner. Order my dinner. What's going on here? Oh, it's redoing, right? Hold on. Alright. That was a long time building this thing. So now I guess what I'm gonna do is first of all, order some food. Which I gotta call the guys. I found this new restaurant around. I gotta call and stuff. I mean, I didn't know about it because it doesn't show as if it's somewhere where I can order from. But then if you go to their web, like on Google Maps or something, because there's no Uber Eats or anything like that in this town. But I found out from their website that they do. Oh, they don't deliver on Saturdays. Wait, today is Sunday. Oh, it's beautiful. So they make this huge sandwiches, like baguette long. I mean, even longer than a baguette. It's like a huge sandwich for just $6. Now, do I want a sandwich? I do kind of want to try their burgers, to be honest. Let's see. Let's do completa. Why is it completa con ternera? What is the other one made out of? It's like one is with beef. It's like complete burger with beef. What is the other one with? I guess I'll call and see. And I don't know if they mean. I don't know. I'll ask. All right. Yeah, let's try their burger. There's some great things I want to try. Okay. Hola, buenas, para pedir a domicilio. Pues estaba mirando, pone ahí hamburguesa completa y luego completa con ternera. ¿La completa de qué es? Es que no es de ternera, no entiendo. Que una es mejor o algo así. Ah, bueno, nada, ponme la de ternera, supongo, sí, con patata. La completa. Sí, es para mí solo, no mucha patata, ¿no? Eh, no, para Salomar 2000 bloque uno. Sí, 672 511 223. Vale, venga, hasta ahora, gracias. Pues ya está. Okay. And now what's this? It's running into like the software itself is not letting it do. Text heavy identify codes are causing issues. Ah, wait. Which one? Column headers? Oh shit. This thing's frozen. I don't even understand how. What type of long headers? Yeah, I've never heard breaking Excel. Like the app itself. Yeah, it doesn't even. I don't even want to go to detail until this is. Golly, I didn't expect that. What is going on? Advanced secret storage combined payload. I don't quite understand it. Like the issues with the cells, or hmm, I don't get it. Yeah, it's because of the columns. There's too many columns. Right, I see. Yeah, it just has to find the right batch. I said no. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I mean, I guess it's trying to be efficient. I've got to do its job. Read the data in vertical bands. Isn't direct set cell range tool call. Okay. It is kind of nice to see it work. Like it's like wow, and the fact that it tells you the reasoning and stuff. It's wild too that like it's gotta be more than that at this point, right? This is really just all based on large language models. Like this is just really just yeah. I guess I just don't know how it works, but like the prediction, how to do these things, right? It's not. It's not. I'm not thinking about it right. I think like it's trained on. I guess the data is trained is on like the usage of these softwares. Like the fact that he's able to reason like that still blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just that it's a probability of like the next word or something like that. Or maybe it is that under the shell, but then that allows for very complex thoughts like that. Like figuring out what's the right approach. Yeah, it's just still buzzing. I don't understand how it makes such a like just make small batches. Why do you think such a hard time figuring that out? Yeah, I guess that's the thing too with. I don't know if it's working or because it seems like it is working. It just has to power through it. The PC is like I'm like playing Doom on full settings or something. And I'm just building Excel. Yo, never run into something like this before. I cannot even look at the data, but I mean, I guess we can. I don't know exactly what to look at in the meantime. I guess in here we can look at things. Like if we order this by P Saber Arena, right? There's a lot of things here that could. So right, so we would want to have more than one. So if I now go to order by, right, I would like to have more filters though. Filters. Yeah, all right. Average volume. Well, right, I don't want the custom columns anymore. No, evaluation now. Oh, oh, it's fundamental. P. Sure, low P. Which that we should do too? Like revenue growth, right? But we're not gonna care about that as much, I think. Yeah, it's just we have a ton still. I mean, obviously, but look at this. If you use this year, if you use next year. Price to sales. Whoa. Whoa. It's been declining. What do these people do? Huh. They really shit the bed in 2020, huh? Just in your again and again to park insane. One of the few green days and it's full barco. Who are these people? Saber. Sovereign technology company for travel industry in the United States. Travel solutions, hospitality. Right, so I guess it's something like, I don't like, yeah. Right, this could get disrupted easily. Business, but then again, look at this. Right, but it's even with the they've been lowering the price to target every time though. Hmm. Now let's see if Excel hasn't blown up. They're still going with this, huh? Bro, why don't you just do less? So it is getting to some value. I don't understand how it makes such a big difference. I mean, 60 because I have 62. Oh. And again with this freezing, man. Oh, it's working. Alright, it's working. 20 row chunks. Okay, I guess what he didn't want to do it, but what is this doing to my tokens on Claude, by the way? Alright, still chilling. The usage I have is insane. Okay, let's keep looking. Not interesting, really. Let's see a little like this one is quicker. Debt exchange in late 2025 represents strategic progress in managing the capital structure. Well, let's actually go to, since these people have a morning star. Check out the bulls say, bears say. The company GDS Network, which I don't know exactly what it is, hosts content from all airlines and is used by many travel agents, resulting in all that. So it's like, it's a tool for travel agents. Large industry share. Replicating this would involve meaningful time and costs. Excuse me. The network advantage is supported by Sabre's platform revitalization with next generation cloud and AI technology, which drives innovation, reliability, and cost efficiencies. The business model is predominantly driven by transaction volume and not pricing, leading to less cyclical volatility. Slowing economic growth presents a headwind to near-term demand for business and leisure travel. So the cost would increase for Sabre's network business. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not interested in. It's just, I guess, what makes me, tickle is the fact that it's so cheap. I guess, but yeah, it's just not. Okay, EPS this year, and EPS, EPS the past 5 years 34%. So past 5 years 20%. That's something else. Let's see. These people don't provide like descriptions. No. All right. It's more like for traders, I guess. Aaron. Let's see. What do you guys do? Aaron Group. Together with subsidiaries, operates a digital media platform in the United States and international. The company offers the platform a proprietary online publishing platform comprising publishing tools, video platforms, social distribution channels, newsletter technology, machine learning content. The company also offers content from individual creators. I don't quite get it. Digital media platform, like they create content. Online publishing platform. Okay. Hub pages. Let's see. Brand, data, and IP company builds, acquires, and scales high-performing digital assets, combining technology to. I don't quite get. Like, do they own this? Like, Men's Journal is theirs? Oh, okay. What did I just do? Oh, I closed the chat by mistake there. Well, not like we were having crazy chat anyway. Well, let me, just in case. There you go. Right. So yeah, they just own. Yeah, we're not interested in this. Okay. We gotta move quick. We kind of, I mean, not super quick, but like if something is just not ringing, it's just not ringing. Uh, Although again, I mean, no. 130 price to sales 0.03, price to cash flow 3. EPS is 183. Everything is here just okay. So this must be an accounting thing. Sales are lower somehow, but EPS is growing. And this is $400 million company. Community health systems. Medical care facilities. Okay, that can be interesting. CYH. Owns, leads, and operates general acute care hospitals in the United States. The company offers general acute care. Like, oh, emergency rooms. I was like, what is acute care? General and specialty surgery, critical care. Okay, so for like really, really critical stuff. Internal medicine, obstetrics, diagnostics, psychiatric, and rehabilitation centers, rehabilitation services, as well as skilled nursing and home care services. Also provides outpatient services at primary care practices. Okay. Yeah, so, right. This is where they are. They're like a hospital, but, right, emergency type hospital. Okay, that's not bad. Just earnings here just blew up for some reason. They announced earnings again on the 18th. I'm not too, I want to go, yeah, this is where I want to go. Yeah, revenue just chilling. Yeah, they're not losing money at all. They're growing. They're growing normal. Now, ooh, sheesh. That's a crazy hit to income. Well, again, right, they're very thin margins, huh? What is happening here? Pair of assets? That's what messed you up? Maybe that's, I mean, let's see, why did the quarterly go crazy? Yeah, what is this? Normalized thing. Income tax exempt impact of special item. Okay, so if we normalize for that, it's 50 million. So it's just in line. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's just very thin margins on a business. Yeah, I guess how do you analyze businesses like this? Isn't that interesting that like when we get into this type of territory, it's like they're not super dominant businesses, so it's kind of like, how do you even look at it? Like, how do you determine if they're able to perform beyond just looking at trends, right? Like being like, well, yeah, it really is just that. Is what they provide something valuable? Will it continue to be valuable? Right, I guess that's why we look at it like from the perspective of like, oh no, we should only buy businesses that have been providing dividends and things like that, because that way you know that it provides you a value. Whereas something like this, it's like, how do I would have to do, or one would have to do more, like what, like research into like, what is the demand for the specific product? Something like that? Is that the key here? Net income. How does one go about this type of shit? Because if not, it's just like, I'm trying to think. The alternative is just kind of going after tips, right? You're trying to find. Right, well, you just want kind of like a dominant player. But how did you find that out, right? Let's see. Where are we with this guy? It's like it's weird because kind of like you kind of have to dive at some point. But it's also like it doesn't you have to dive on anything on everything. Base healthcare provider operates a network of general. Yeah, okay. The fuck do I have information for all of these? But I guess right, I gotta see it in the moment, I suppose. The sale of Crestwood Medical Center for around 50 million exceeds the company's entire market cap. Right, significant hidden asset value. So they just got a bunch of cash from that? Let's see. The Alabama hospital sale on Clarksville joint venture divestiture generating 623 million cash. Okay, that's interesting actually. One second. But that's not reflected here. When is it gonna be reflected? Uh, let's see. I'm just asking. When did they sell Crestwood Medical? Crestwood Medical. In the Alabama hospital and the Clarksville joint venture. Ah, they haven't closed it. Second quarter 2026. Effective February 1st, 2026, but then okay. And what are the amounts of cash that you get from these deals? And when will we see them on the balance sheet? Wow. The Clarksville joint venture sale. CHS received 623 million cash at closing and its subsidiaries simultaneously paid about 20 million to the buyer to settle amounts owed to JVs. And a cash inflow is roughly 600 million. Effective, right, so the February 1st, 2026. So the cash and removal of these JV assets liability first appear in the balance sheet, the 3-month period, and then March 31st. Right, but then again, it's like, I'm thinking about this, I think, wrong, because I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna have more cash than the market cap. So Q2, what's up in Q2? So this is Q1 of 26 and Q2 26. Right, so even this one will not show because when is the next earnings? I mean, but they did have earnings, but they haven't reported probably. Like if I go here, all right, in 10 days for quarter four of 25, but yeah, we need quarter one of 26. Will reverse then when you tell me, oh, they beat earnings, but they missed. No, they missed earnings. No, what do you mean? They didn't miss. This is wrong. They beat earnings by a lot. Their quarter operating budget line with expectations. Revenue beat there. Damn. Um, How's Excel do? Oh wow, right. It's going 20 rows at a time, I suppose. Gonna take a while, these. But it's working though. We have them all. Guess we didn't need all that stuff. Nah, yeah, let it work. I have a feeling it did pause while I was looking at something. Leverage of 6.7. What? What is the interest expense for these people? Jeez. What on earth? What? Yeah, these people are heavily levered. So it doesn't even matter what the hell this sale does. And are they doing something other than? That's insane. Why does it seem like it's less? Oh, here it is. Total long-term debt. Okay, so what was I even looking at? Oh, liabilities. Okay. 11 million. They are reducing it somewhat. I guess that's what they were saying, right? Yeah, that is what they were saying. That they went from 7.5 to 6.7. Time for your adjusted EBITDA range. Right, EBITDA, but it's fuck EBITDA, bro. You owe a bunch of money. Although, yeah, I guess in an inflationary environment, it's good to have debt. Favorable Medicare rate increases and potential new state-directed payment programs are expected to be net positive. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it a day with this, guys. The need to sell major assets reveals financial distress rather than strategic strength. Fair enough. Yeah, the company's market capitalization being lower than a single hospital sale price suggests the market views remaining assets negatively. High leverage and negative equity. Right, create urgent pressure to divest quality assets, potentially leaving a weaker portfolio. Yeah, the company delivered better than expected third quarter results that prompted raised guidance for fiscal 25. Truist Securities increased the price target to 450, citing improved performance. Not that far from here. Technical, yeah, no, I just don't think. The company reported losses. Yeah. No. Right. Again, there's plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. Whatever that is, even smaller company. Yeah, boof. Yeesh. I don't know, man. Wait, I think I can now. Can we? Because even though it's doing this thing, at least it's not freezing there. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, I guess the other one is just easier to read. Is it now? Well, I have a full screen. That's also. Right. Okay, yeah. But can we move it maybe? Can I have it up? Oh? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't want to break that. how do they make it be easier to? Yeah, I mean it's just okay. Let's just do something like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess these two we could hide. No. Even that, we don't need to be having that much. Okay. So P, smallest to largest. Right, here we are. Market-wise. Oh, market-wise. Wait, what do these people do again? Oh, but I was looking at those. What is market-wise? Isn't it like a data provider of investment research? Yeah, hell no, I don't want this shit. Right, so then, yeah, it's annoying because in here it's much more easier. It's much easier to organize these things. I mean, how would I go about that actually? I guess we could figure that out. Let me see. Well, do I have? No, I don't. Okay. How can I? And oh, let's see. And is there any way I can? Okay. Okay. Let's see. And now that I've made it into a table, well, let's clarify the guy. Okay, I used just the second row. And now that I've made it into a table, is there any way to filter what columns are shown? Should be, right? Ah, gee. Row filtering, but you can hide columns manually. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go to specialty if you want to work with only visible columns after hiding some. Keeps things clean for copy pasting. If you find yourself frequently tagging different sets of columns, you could also create a custom view. Huh. Okay. So how do I go about making a custom view? I feel like it's pretty intuitive, but I want to make sure. Go to view, custom view, add, give it a name, and hit OK. Fair enough. So that's after it saves the current state. Okay. So now in here then. Let's see. So hide and hide. Okay. So let's do P for P. Press to book, press to sales. Even I don't care. So we're gonna hide dividend yield. I guess we'll keep dividend yield. Return on equity, return on assets, return on invested capital. Let's get rid of price to sales actually. Price to book to fuck it. 4p as well. I guess. Wait, how do I? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Hide down. Hide price to sales. EBITDA. We'll keep dividend yield. Which we don't need it that big. Return on equity. Sure. No, return invested capital is what we want. Yeah. Gross margin. Now we care more about operating. Whoa. We care more about operating margin. Free cash flow yield. Well, I don't quite know how that comes about, so I'm gonna hide it. Debt to equity. Yeah, let's keep that. Current ratio. Profit margin. Yes, sure. Insider ownership. Sure. Growth. Yeah, this we do like. Growth year over year. EPS growth year over year. Nah, yeah, I would like to have past 5 years, past 3 years. So we'll try to do that in a second. PG ratio now. Market cap, sure. Enterprise value now. 52-week high, 52-week low. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good as it is. Well, let's save the view, as you said, custom view. Where did you say it was? Custom views. Yeah, I don't see it though. Insert slicer. What? So then if I do this, what? What? That's pretty cool. Wait, what if I do? Is that it? Yeah. What? That's pretty cool. All right. What else can we do with this? We can resize it. That's good. That's good. Export, refresh, header row, first column, total row. Well, that's okay. Summarize with pivot table. I don't know. Except that's I don't want to get started with that right now. You got tired of the 20 and you tried to do 50 again. All right, yeah, I mean, as long as it's getting through them. Imagine that the AI is getting bored. You're like, oh my god. Okay, so in here we can have a better view, I think, because of the condition for my maybe. I mean, I do want to add the ones for EPS. Right, sorry, for like the 3-5 year growth. I'm dry right now. I don't know why. In general, I get dry easily. I don't know, so I get why. And I always pee white, so it's like a dryness of the skin, so the white just doesn't come out. Like, it comes out but only one way. Okay. So what I would like to look at, I suppose. Can I order? Okay. Okay. And can I sort the table by more than one column at a time? Data sort. I'm sorry for the custom sort. This opens a dialog. Okay. Data sort. Okay. So. Alright. So where is sort? Sort. Sort by P. Smallest to largest. Add level. Then we're gonna sort them by. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Operating margin. Yeah, let's add all the ones we want. P, right, good. Operating margin, sure. From largest to smallest. Then by revenue growth. Yes. From largest to smallest. Then EPS growth. Largest to smallest. Anything else? Profit margin, sure. Largest to smallest. Any other? I mean, I don't know if we need any more. I guess 4 PE. Yeah. So I should probably bring it back. Smallest to largest, yes. And we're gonna move this guy up. This guy up. I like that, yeah. Okay. I suppose it's done. Yeah, okay. Is it? Do I have to select it like this? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think it is fine. It's just I don't know why. What am I missing here? Going on largest revenue growth? Oh, I guess just because of the low P, but then look at this. Hmm. Is it because I have this? How can I cancel? Whoa. What just happened? We lost it. Yeah, because, yeah, you see that hadn't moved. Also, I don't understand. Like, how would that even work? Like, you would have to have the same. Okay, but then it will always just sort by the first level if all the cells in that level have different values, right? Regardless of how many other levels I have. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And is there no way to set ranges in sorting so that ties happen between levels, between values, I guess, that are close by? No. It was into buckets, right? Yeah, but hmm, right, that's fair enough. We could do that. This guy's still fucking. What is? I feel like. Did you start again? Oh my god, brother, this guy's tweaking. Mm, right. Trying to think. Right. It will only happen right with ties like this. But what if we take it down to like 8, 9? Okay. And if I reduce the number of decimal places in the format of the column, does that affect the values used for sorting or not? Okay. Right, I need a helper column. Okay, so yeah, this is it. Nah, look at this. It's too accurate. I mean, again, I can do this. Like tell AI to do that. So I was looking at if it was done. It's fine, man. Why it keeps trying to be efficient, bro? Just get through it. Okay. How is it going, by the way? Bro, we're almost there. Like, I don't know which one. We're almost there, bro. I hope it's not fucking it up. Is it adding right now? Or is it redoing them? Who knows, man? FVR. It is redoing them. Whatever, do your thing. So it is at 700, right? Alright, man. Yeah, at one point it's gonna get tired again. It's gonna redo it, so it's actually taking longer than if you just kept with what it's doing. Um, right. I guess. I mean, I can't figure out the sorting without doing the helper column, so we just kind of look at it like this. That's another. I'm like the AI doing in the stupid. Like in trying to be efficient, I'm wasting more time trying to make this work. This is the engineering mindset. I'm actually just getting through it. Is that a rate? Ah, of a wound. Cut, I guess, or my tongue. Alright, let's see. Profit margin. Well, yeah, this is a rate though. Insider ownership, right? Revenue growth. Yo. Right, this is revenue. Dividend. What is this people? These people don't provide. They have to provide a dividend. What are you on? Corrupted data. No, they don't, I guess. I guess they don't have to provide a dividend, huh? Yo. Yo. Well, not that far away. Ago. Oh, but they just, yeah, they really downgraded these people. In 12 to 4. Yeah, must be because of the merger, I suppose. Light in the streams. Ding 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 ding. We don't got revenue growth. Insurance, huh? Insurini. I guess yeah. This is the fact that we don't have the price here is kind of weird. That's why the percentage made more sense, to be honest. But yeah, 50. That doesn't matter. Wabash, National Corporation, Farm and Heavy Construction. That could be something. 1.2 price to book. I mean, it isn't a below book value, whereas this one second, oil and gas, half of book value, dividend of 3.8. Now, wait a second. Revenue growth. Yeah, what's up, John? Wait, why is it cold again? Forgot to turn this on. Okay, I gotta end this episode soon too, I just realized. But I guess let's wait. I was gonna wait until dinner came here, but let's check this guys out though. Who are you? What is your market cap anyway? Yeah, that's reasonable. That's 5 billion. Independent energy company engages in acquisition, exploration, development, and production of oil, gas, and natural gas liquids in the state of Texas. It has working interests in oil and gas producing wells in the Midland Basin, South Texas. The company was formerly known as in Maryland. Yeah, it's all about depletion rates, I suppose, but I don't know. Doing pretty alright. It seems they raised the dividend. How is it at 3p? What's going on here? Are they levered? No. That to equity is low. Oh. Yeah, I mean, CapEx is probably high. I mean, they levered, but that's good. That means they probably have a reason for. Payables are high. Okay, sure. Just cash flow management. Dividends payables. Okay. I mean, I wonder why they started doing that, but look at this return earnings. I guess that's why they're levered, right? Yeah, the price rise in oil, I suppose. Total equity. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, revenue is just choppy, I suppose. Although, didn't we see here? Well, is that the same row? It's confusing what this should happen. I guess I can just go like that. All right. 35. Is that 35, right? Doesn't look like 35 to me. Oh, but this, why don't we have 25? They haven't reported it? Um, yeah, because they might be looking just at the quarter. Oh, it recently went up, huh? Wow. 20% in the past month. In 17 days, they report earnings. They missed revenue. Right, but I mean, they're like, what? What's the growth in there? I will see. Very high, though. Let's see. EPS beat, though. Yeah, build the insights, bro. What was it gonna take? How is Excel doing? Are you resetting the task again? Oh no, okay, okay. It's not good. Good stride, good stride. Ah, this guy's tweaking. Multiple valuation methods point to significant undervaluation. DCF analysis suggests the stock trades 92.2% below its estimated intrinsic value of 247. The current P ratio of 3, substantially below the fair ratio estimate of 16. Yeah, I mean, the stock remains near SPY merger completion and trades 49% lower year over year. Recent analyst downgrades from RBC Capital. Okay, first time from 35 to 29. This guy's at 21. Even with that, that's 50 that's 100, no, that's a 50%, I'm saying, which is, yeah, it's not crazy really. I was just overreacting a bit there, but they had 35. Very price risk, right? Execution uncertainties overshadow theoretical valuation. I don't know, man. Merger synergies. The 12.8 billion all-stock merger with Civitas Resources creates a top 10 US independent producer with potential to unlock. The combined entity has enhanced financial flexibility with $5 billion borrowing base. I mean, it's pretty good, I think. S&P Global expects credit metrics will weaken following the merger close. Wait, when is this closing? Some $1 billion asset sale targets remain unproven execution challenge. Mizuho Securities reduced its price having 38 to 34, starting as modestly slower activity date. 38 to 34. There's another. Company price exposure and free cash flow sustainability. The company maintains disciplined capital allocation with reinvestment rates comfortably below 70%, enabling sustained free cash flow generation at mid-cycle prices of 70-75. Extended reach laterals and cube style development. I mean, this looks pretty good to me. RBC Capital's downgrade explicitly cited lower oil price outlook as the, yeah, who cares about that? It's a 3 PE even if the price outlook is lower. Nah, this is, I don't understand. Why is it so cheap? Why are you guys so cheap? Why has the price been going down since 2024? The price. Weak oil and gas, natural gas pressure the energy sector. Okay. Top 2024 for any energy stocks included 5.72% sector growth. Okay. Driven by regulatory changes and geopolitics. Andrew, what do you mean? Right, but this is selling at half book value and 3p. Why is it so discounted compared to peers? Investors fear earnings declines of 14.6% annually over the next 3 years due to margin compression from 35 to 27 amid weak commodity prices. Regional production glut and regulatory scrutiny, unlike diversified peers. I don't think we should be that concerned. Should I be concerned about concentration in the Permian Basin? Any signs of this? Heavy Permian Basin, 34% approved reserves. I mean, 30, that's not that much. Regional risk, though reserves show no imminent depletion. Permian overproduction has led to price discounts, takeaway constraints, and low WTI forecasts, prompting SM to cut rigs from 9 to 6 for capital discipline. Regulatory and ESG pressures, like emissions controls and water disposal costs. So it's whack ass shit like that. It's mature base, I see. Make your core inventory life. 40% undeveloped. What the hell? Klondike exploration supporting inventory. Right now. Why the lower price of oil coming from this basin? Also, then what other basins is outpacing pipeline takeaway capacity? Huh. Too much production. The pipeline is not capable of distributing it. That's why the price goes down. That's fucking retarded. SM Energy operates primarily in the Midland Basin, plus Eagle Ford, South Texas, and Uinta Basin. Our production from the basin floods infrastructure. What? Why don't they make more pipelines? Ah, okay. Regulatory, huh? Environmental position, high construction costs. That's just dumb, bro. 12 to 18 months. Yeah, that's so dumb. Anyway, okay. So, okay, we get that now. But, okay. Actually, we can go back to that combo. And why? No. Okay. And how about this as a recent merger? What's that about? And when is it completed and such? Give me the rundown. Okay. January. Oh, it's very recent. Civil shareholders got 1.45 shares, owning 52% of the combined company. Shareholders' approvals came overwhelmingly on January 27, 2026. Regulatory clearance met. Civitas share delisted from NYSE, from the New York Stock Exchange. Strategic benefits. The merger adds 360,000 net acres. This is pretty good, I'm thinking. Portfolio diversifies, Permian Basin. Okay, so will the quarter about to be reported reflect buying company and how will affect the numbers? No, okay. Only pre-merger. Okay, not the reporting details. The merger close of the Civitas results won't appear. Pro forma combined figures, 2026 guidance, synergies, and divestiture plans. Expected standalone Q4 production. Merger boost scale. Okay. Okay, and what was the financial? What were the financials? Civitas pre. Give me an overview. Okay. Group reserves. Long-term demo for 5 billion with 15 billion in assets. Net leverage of 1. That's good. Nah, yeah, this is buybacks too and everything. What? This is just good, yeah. This guy's still going. So let's have this guy here at least. And let's keep looking at it, actually. I want to read what the other... oh, shit. What the other comments are on it. Specifically today. Why? Merger complete. Oh, okay. And the balance sheet begins. Let's see. SM Energy is a solid stock manager with Civitas creating a larger, more diversified CP company. 1 leverage ratio, prioritizing debt reduction. Pro forma free cash from potential divestiture proceeds. Upgraded some credit ratings post-merger, citing increased scale, reserves, and diversification. Low but fair. Upside to the high 20s if oil prices hold and deleveraging is executed. If oil falls. have covered before the Seeking Alpha platform. The name transition from right. So I guess yeah, it would have been good to catch it a little bit earlier. But I mean, still, I mean, not really. It wouldn't have made a difference. The question here is if it gets back to the 30, 40 range. Why wouldn't it? I really don't see. I mean, oil prices, right? What is the oil prices looking like? Where is my food also? There's a large geographic footprint. In yeah, within right. Yeah, within the US, but yeah. This is no stranger to balance sheet cleanups. Company almost went bust in 2020 on the back of its large debt pile. Ah, interesting. Where's that looking at? 2020? Interesting. 20. Ah, interesting. And then it just woof. Okay. After trading for only a few dollars per share in 2020, SW managed to straighten out its finances and was also helped by the well in WTI. Actions that saw the share price move to 40s. Company that came in more leveraged. The combined net profile looks as follows. Weighted average live coupon 6.5. Right, yeah. I mean, debt on CV is wild. Just like in the coupon yield, like the coupon. Opportunity to reduce interest cost upon refinance, right? For sure. And reduce, I guess, the duration. Was staggered maturities. Okay. There's no immediate maturity wall here, with most of the debt coming due in 2028 and after. Huh. Yeah. And it's coming from Civi, right? I see. Ah. Okay. Short-term debt sells better in this market today. But I mean, private long-term debt might be better because people don't want long-term government debt. The company has only 800 million in debt due this year. They're very manageable. Could not have been clear in the statement. The company's priority is to pay down debt using free cash from divestitures. Has always commanded a low PE ratio because of its size, even when the company was trading with a four price handle. Four price handle, I don't know what that means. The PE ratio is not larger than 5.6. As a comparison, ExxonMobil, one of the majors, at 20. We're not saying investment could be at 20 by any means, but the majors usually run around 10-15, while average size CPs go for 7-10. Current valuation is fair for us, given the execution risk and current outlook. Right, that's the thing too with these names, right? Would they ever move up? Will people ever buy them? Right, if there's no multiple expansion and the growth remains limited, right? That's the thing with these names, right? Against committed Civitas merger with this new entity having a larger, more diversified portfolio. Rating agency have upgraded the company despite the operational challenges to execute. Next step for SM is to deleverage toward right. So what do you do with a company like this? I mean, I think it's a buy. I mean, again, if we look at yeah, I mean, just it's gonna depend on the price of oil too, right? A lot. Hmm. They're in a good place. I think the fact that they're in the U.S., they diversify within the U.S. in terms of the basins. So I think that you're like, because there's gonna be more demand from the protectionist agenda. Uh, hmm. I mean, I think I'm gonna call it a day, but I'm definitely gonna look into this a little bit more. Wait, they've been around since 1908? Wow. Did I ever finish reading this Strategic profit, creating a top 10 US independent producer with 300 million annual synergies and 1 billion planned asset sales. The old weighted production mix rose. The merger faces substantial integration challenges and execution uncertainties that overshadow strategic benefits. Management must deliver on promised 200 to 300 million synergies while completing asset sales under pressure, with the late February earnings call serving as a critical proof point. Balancing successfully integrating the businesses may result in the combined company not operating as effectively and efficiently as expected. Oh yeah, we did read all this, right? Yeah. Misuho. Slow activity pace. High margin development. Alright, we'll look more into it, but I like it. This type of thing I was, oh shit. Oh yeah, go ahead. Which is condition formatting. Wait, why is it doing? That's cool though. That I checked all this. Yeah, I really did build. Oh my god, this guy's a beast. Look at this stuff, man. We have all this stuff now too. Okay. Great. That's great progress. This is gonna be Russell. $2,000. What did he save? I hope in the desktop. Ah shit, of course it didn't. Why, man? Why does it always go to the drive, man? Whatever, man. I hate that it does this thing, man. Always going to the drive first, man. Jeez. Whatever. I mean, I don't mind, I suppose. Okay. What is this? I don't need that. Alright, there we go. Okay, guys. That's it for today. My food never got here. Hopefully it gets here soon. And thank you for being here. I know it was boring at some parts with the AI, but I think we did made a lot of progress with building this document and knowing how to use it too, and knowing how to use the AI and stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be very helpful, I think, in general. We'll add this SM guy probably to the look. We keep adding names. We really have to start. I mean, and it's fine. We can just keep moving through things. But I like this SM company, to be honest. All right. See you guys next week. And thank you for being here. Like the video if you like it, share it and stuff, and subscribe if you want to see more.